all I can remember is seeing like a condom on the floor.
Don't go to class Monday morning and go, hey, I got an STD this weekend.
I remember him like laying on top of me and pushing me down, and like that's all I can remember.
I've never been like a party girl. It's not even like that.
The freshmen who have no experience, who are trusting of everybody, it won't happen to me. It can never possibly happen to me. I mean, this is Eau Claire. What can possibly happen to me?
I guess my friend Jeremy held his hand, and like, held his hand pretty much as he died.
You can get raped, you can get drugged, you can get beat, you can be assaulted. Will you? I don't know.
Responsibility is a key word when it comes to alcohol.
College is a place where young adults explore their horizons and grow. It is a time to experiment with courses, friends, and freedom. For many young freshmen, that freedom means experimenting with alcohol. Hi, I'm Christina Harris. I know that when I first came to school at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, I couldn't wait to be out on my own and make my own decisions about who I should be friends with, what courses I should take, if I should drink, and if so, how much. But like many freshmen, I struggled to balance that freedom with my schoolwork. The party scene can be attractive, and each of you will make your own decisions about whether or not to drink. But if you choose to drink, then you need to think about some of the consequences. Lots of students have been where you are now. Many of them have had to make the important decision about whether or not to consume alcohol. We talked with some of them about how drinking fits into the college culture. These students want to share their experiences with you because many of them have stories that ended in ruined reputations, personal injuries, sexual assaults, and even death. They want to clear up some of your misconceptions of what the drinking culture is really all about here at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire.
Your freshman year, you're excited, you're away from home for the first time, and it's hard to handle. It's a lot of things to juggle at once.
Freshman year was no good. No good at all.
When I first came to college, I didn't drink in high school, so it was a new experience for me.
As soon as I got on campus, I had already known some people from Leadership Camp, or the Leadership Institute, so right away, like, we started hanging out. So that was nice that I already had an in with some certain people that didn't have to do with drinking, but it ended up that all we did together was drink.
The first weekend I was here, it was crazy. I'm just minding my own business, and there's people all over the place just trashed.
If you visited a friend or a sibling from your hometown that came to school, they took you to parties, and they wanted to show you a good time, and they wanted to show you some of the fun stuff, and you certainly have heard stories.
I didn't exactly go on a tour of UW-Eau Claire. I sort of just checked out the party scene.
They're coming with this other image that, well, what my peers expect of me is just, emulate the lifestyle as demonstrated by the character John Belushi played in the movie Animal House.
So it's hard to deny that the party scene on a college campus can be inviting. And sometimes the expectations freshmen have of college influence them to join the crowd and drink in excess. These influences can be found in a lot of places. At large house parties, small gatherings, even in the dorms, students play drinking games to kick off a night of partying. But sometimes these games take drinking too far.
Excuse my language, F the dealer, or asshole, excuse my language. Those card games, they're fun. And beer pong's a good one too.
I think that drinking games are definitely like one of the things that always led me to, the nights that I didn't remember. It was a big part of our drinking ritual.
Just think about beer pong. Think about how disgusting that is. You show up to a house party and somebody's like, oh, let's go play some beer pong. Okay, so there's 10 cups sitting out there. How long have they been playing beer pong? Are those cups, have they been washed? How long have they been sitting there? How many nights have they been used? Who just played before you? How many lips have touched that? What kind of beer's in there? Like, just think about what's on the floor. You're throwing this ball, and to clean it off, you dip it in a thing of water. Oh, that'll get off all that bacteria and shit and stuff. I mean, if you think about it, beer pong is a pretty disgusting game.
Watch out for drinking games as well, I'd say, because those, you don't know how much you're drinking all the time.
It's hard to keep track of how much you're drinking. The drinking becomes competitive.
Trying to beat someone doing a keg stand, I ended up taking a very long keg stand and burst blood vessels in both my eyes.
I drink as much as my friends, and they try to drink as much as me.
The object has become not to go out and have a relaxing drink with your friends, but the object has been to go out and demonstrate to your peers that you can out-consume them. And if you can't, it's kind of like saying you're a weakling.
And women can often become the victims of these games.
Women are often competing against men and want to prove that they can drink like a man, so it's not possible. Women cannot drink like men.
I remember being targeted as a freshman girl. Like, I don't know if you feel the same way, but like they would think it would be funny to be like, oh, I think she should drink.
There was a recent study that came out that over 40% of college-age men admit to employing party games like this, drinking games, to put women in compromised situations.
Women who participate in drinking games are dramatically enhancing their risk for a blackout, and then for whatever else comes from the blackout, having something stolen from you, waking up in an abandoned building not knowing where you are, waking up in a foreign city not knowing where you are.